Why don't you introduce yourself?
What do I say?
Tell us who you are.
Okay, so how do I do this? I've never really recorded a video.
It gets weird, doesn't it?
It does get weird. Okay.
Hi, my name's Michael.
Shall I do that? Hi, I'm Michael from Boise. We're fishing.
What's your last name?
Peterson.
That's it. Sorry.
All right, so this is my friend Mike Peterson. We've been friends since we were very little. In fact, I think the summer that we became really good friends is when I was it was the summer after 5th grade. He would have been, I guess, 7th grade. And we got close by fishing for white bass in the canal behind both of our yards, because we grew up on the same street. So we've been fishing friends since, we were 11, 12 years old. We used to bum rides up all the canyons from parents, whoever would give us a ride to the local stream, and just find a way to go try and catch a fish. So Mike and I go back a long ways. He happens to be down here for his mom's 80th birthday right now.
Big time.
Yeah, he moved to Boise, outside Boise, about a year or two ago, so we don't get to see each other a whole lot anymore.
Yeah.
But when he comes down, we go have a fun day. So in addition to shooting a little tutorial here for a tip video, we're just out catching some fish. So we're going to give you a little vlog of what happened today, which so far it's been a lot of these. Stoneflies everywhere. It's been like an Alfred Hitchcock film on the river.
Mm-hmm.
Stones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of the birds, it's the stones. And a whole lot of silliness from two longtime friends.
Yeah.
So anyway, hopefully something fun and fishy and silly comes out of it that you can enjoy. All right, I was just nymphing this run out here, and as I crept up on it, there was a fish that rose about 7 or 8 feet from me under this tree. So I slowly backed up, and I grabbed my dry fly rod, and I'm gonna creep into position here and see if I can shoot a bow and arrow cast or two under this tree and get this fish. He's in a nasty spot with all sorts of crazy currents. So I'm gonna get as close as I can, both because of the bow and arrow cast and those currents. He just rose again. There's a bunch of caddis on the water. There's been a few PMDs. I put on a little CDC caddis and we'll see what happens. That landed behind him. Oh, he just took a bug to the side. There we go, that's in line, and I got him. Nice. Okay, so I set the hook downstream. I've now got my rod upstream, and I've put the butt section kind of a few degrees past perpendicular to this fish. That moves him around and upstream of me. And once he's upstream and he's calmed down a bit, I can go ahead and lift my rod. Oh, this is a tiger trout. Didn't expect that. But there you have it. Little sneak attack under the trees. Nice to have it come out the way that it's supposed to. Okay, dude, chillax. Took just a simple little CDC caddis, but the main thing was just getting in position where I could make a good approach, get my fly under that tree, and watch him eat. Oh! Nice jump. But other than when I was following it with the jump and when he was up there, you'll see that my rod is back upstream again. I'm trying to leverage him to get upstream me so I can get him in netting position. The water temperatures are pretty much perfect right now. It was 58. It's probably up to 60 now, but it was 58 when I took the temperature this morning. So these fish have a lot of spunk, and there's also a decent amount of flow in the channel for how wide it is right now. You can see out in front of me, it's moving pretty quick, so it takes a little bit of time, but with that correct upstream angle, you can get them upstream of you and eventually in the net. It also helps if you can leverage them over to this slower water so they don't have as much to work against you with. There we go. Nice brown trout. Took that same perdigon. Smile for the camera, fishy. So the perdigon worked just fine out in that water that time, but I just cast it a little bit further up to give it some more sink time, and that fish took very early in the drift actually, so I hadn't even gotten down into this water below that I was trying to get into, because nope, never mind. There's one more. Ooh, cutthroat this time. Oh, pretty fish. These are some of the more spunky cutthroats, or the most spunky cutthroats I've seen in a while. Making pretty long runs, some of them, for cutties. Still waiting for one of them to pull an Air Jordan on me. Hasn't happened yet. That would be pretty sweet though. You don't see that very often with cutthroats. But I love setting the hook and seeing that red flash under the water from their jaw, as well as the orangey red fins. And the fact that is a native strain of cutty, and in their native drainage, it's also pretty exciting too. Oh, that is a gorgeous fish. Yeah. So these are the 2 bugs that I've used so far today that have worked well. I've just kind of randomly grabbed them out of the box. There's a lot of yellow sallies and caddis around, so I grabbed this soft tackle. Looks like a soft tackle carrot, except it's just got wire underneath instead of the orange rib, but it's also got a metallic pink bead on it. And this is just a little brownish colored perdigon with some glitter thread on it. And that's what I've caught the last several fish on. I had this on for a little bit shallower water or slower water. And then when I got into faster, deeper water, I put this on just to increase my sink rate. And now I'm gonna decide what I want to target the deep water with. I'll probably throw in something like a sexy waltz, or maybe just a perdigon with a bigger bead, or even maybe something like this pheasant tail. We'll see. There's a little Sally to join the party here. There we go. Right up at the top of the riffle. That is a nice fish. So that's one thing to remember right now, with the water temperatures being about prime, you know, right around that 60-degree range, there's gonna be fish up in shallow, fast water, deep, heavy water, and in between, but certainly more fish will be spread out into those areas than there would be at colder temperatures. So it pays to cover it all. Yep. Woo. Insert the obligatory Tiger King reference here. All right, your turn, Mikey. There's a bunch of them stacked right here. Whoa! Good old soft tackle carrot. This one with a metallic light pink bead. Just single fly. This run isn't all that deep. I can see bottom kind of throughout the whole thing. So just nymphing a single fly. Gonna hit this heavy water with the nymph, and then I've got a rising fish in that eddy we're gonna switch to a dry dropper for. Another chunky fish. Spat the fly, see you later. Oh yeah, that fish just rose way back up in there. I'm on my way, but first I gotta catch 1 or 2 more out of here if I can. There's one. Oh my goodness, that is a big tiger. Whoa. I set the hook and it's just like a giant orange flash. So I've got 7X tippet on here. And I get asked a lot about how I land large fish on small tippet. And really it's all about angles and pressure and maintaining the correct ones. I set the hook downstream, and you can see I moved my rod back upstream and I'm keeping the fish up above me. I moved myself a little bit to do that to begin with. Holy cow, and I'm gonna just keep following it. Keep my rod pointed. The fish is right there. My butt section is just past perpendicular to the fish. So wherever the fish is, it's just past that. But it's 5 to 10 degrees past that. Oh boy. And what that angle does is it gives me leverage. You can put your rod low and flex it a little bit and get tension, but I need leverage to actually make the fish go where I want it to go. So putting that rod just 5 to 10 degrees more towards the bank pulls that fish there. And still not quite ready. Here we go. So I'm getting the fish upstream of me all the way. Once it's directly upstream, like now, I can lift up, get his head up, and let the current bring him straight to me. He's still dogging me in that current. Okay, current, bringing him to me, and he's in the net. Oh, that's a nice fish. All right, got this big old tiger from the run up there. Set the hook and a big flash of orange, and I wasn't expecting fish like this, so I've got 7X tippet on at the moment. But it just goes to show that with the right angles, you can still land some big trout. So we're gonna get him gone. Hello, this is Devin Olson. I'm here today on this beautiful river to talk to you about how CBD has changed my life.